Input and output functions. Input grabs text from the user, usually text entered into a console. The information can be entered and stored into a variable, and anything entered is a string data type. Print displays text on the screen, usually in the console. It's often used for testing code. Math and number functions. ABS gives the absolute value of a number you input. Say if you put 2 or -2, you get that 2. Round simply rounds a number to the nearest whole number. Divmod gives both the quotient and the remainder in a division problem. It gets its name from modulo arithmetic, which is a type of math dealing with remainders. Power raises a number to an exponent, like 2 to the power of 3. Int converts a number into a whole number or integer. Float converts a number into a decimal. Complex converts a number into a complex number, which is a real number attached to an imaginary number. Text and data functions. str converts to text or the string data type. Format makes text look pretty, giving you flexible control over line-specific spacing. ASCII escapes non-ASCII characters, making sure that the resulting text only contains ASCII characters. CHR changes a number to its corresponding Unicode letter or character. ORD converts a character to its corresponding Unicode number. Len, short for length, it states how many items are in something like a list or string. Sorted puts items in order. Reversed flips the order of the items. Enumerate adds a number to a countable list of objects. Zip pairs up items from different lists. It basically combines countable objects such as lists, tuples, or strings into a single list of tuples. True, false, and logic functions. Bool converts to true or false. It's named after the Boolean data type. All returns true if all the items in a list, tuple, set, or dictionary are true. Any returns true if any item in a list, tuple, set, or dictionary is true. Max finds the largest item in a list, tuple, set, or dictionary. Min finds the smallest item in a list, tuple, set, or dictionary. Sum adds up all numbers used as input. Code inspecting functions. Type tells you what data type an object is. ID gives you an object's unique ID number. Is instance checks if an object is an instance of a class and returns true or false. Is subclass checks if a class is a subclass of another and returns true or false. Dir returns a list of names of variables, functions, and classes within a scope, or a list of methods and attributes of an object. Help provides access to the Python help system directly in the interpreter. Vars shows the attributes of an object, which are the variables contained in a function or key value pairs in a class. Has attribute checks if an object has a specific attribute. Get attribute gets an attribute from an object. Set attribute sets an attribute of an object. Del attribute deletes an attribute from an object. Callable checks if something can be called, like a function. Collection functions. Bytes creates an unchangeable sequence of bytes. It's like a tuple, but for bytes. Bytes are a list that can only hold numbers from 0 to 255, and each number is 1 byte of computer data. Bytes array creates an editable sequence of bytes. List creates a list. A list is an ordered and editable collection of items in Python. You define it using square brackets. Tuple creates a tuple. A tuple is an ordered, uneditable collection of items in Python. You define them using parentheses. Set creates a set. A set is an unordered and editable collection of items. Lists and tuples can have duplicate items, but sets cannot. Frozen set creates a set that cannot be changed or altered in any way. Dict creates a dictionary. A dictionary is an ordered and editable collection of key value pairs. A key value pair is something that has a unique ID or key and the information it stores, or a value. Think of it as a name-phone number combination in a phone book, where the name is the key and the phone number is the value. Range generates a sequence of numbers. It's most commonly used in for loops. Slice fetches data from a specific start point and end point. You'll usually use them on lists, and you can pluck data in many different ways, like fetching every second element. Iter creates an object you can iterate or loop through. Next goes to the next item in something you're cycling through. Filter keeps only items that need a specific condition. Map applies a function to all items in a list, tuple, or other iterable. Memory and system functions. Globals shows all global variables. Global variables are variables that are accessible anywhere in the program. Locals shows all local variables. These are variables within a specific block of code. Memory view creates memory view objects, which is a way to access information in memory without having to make a copy of it. Open opens a file for reading or writing. Breakpoint, a way want to pause the execution of a program to enter the Python debugger. Compiled compiles Python code into a code object. This is a low-level representation of executable code, or something close to raw binary, the ones and zeros that computers understand. Eval evaluates strings or raw text as Python code. Exec executes code from raw text or string, or a compiled code object. Import a dunder method, or double underscore method, that is an advanced way of importing modules. Modules are external Python files. Special purpose functions. Property allows for the creation of managed attributes within classes. Static method creates a static method, which are methods that belong to a class but don't operate in any instance of a class and can't access its data. Class method creates class methods, which are methods bound to classes and not the instance of a class. Super calls methods from a parent class. Rep_r, unlike str, which gives human-readable representation, rep_r gives more technical info, such as memory addresses. Bin converts to binary, a base-2 counting system of ones and zeros. Oct converts to octal, which is a base-8 counting system. Hex converts to hexadecimal, which is a base-16 counting system that ranges from 0 to 9, and A to F. Hash gets the hash value of an object. Knowing the ins and outs of Python is essential for becoming a good programmer.